Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got something incredibly special. It's a name that needs no introduction, but has returned in a form you probably didn't expect. We're talking about the 2025 Citroën 2CV Modern, reimagining of one of the most iconic cars ever made. This isn't just a car. It's a statement, a love letter to simplicity, ingenuity, and French automotive charm. So let's dive into what makes this new 2CV such a fascinating car in today's tech-heavy, performance-obsessed market. The first thing that strikes you is the exterior. From a distance, it's unmistakably a 2CV. The silhouette is true to its roots, with that iconic rounded roofline and gently sloping rear. But once you get up close, you start to appreciate just how cleverly Citroën has modernized the design. The front end maintains the friendly, bug-guide character with circular LED headlights that nod to the past but are sharp and efficient for today's roads. The grille is minimal but sculpted, integrating seamlessly into the soft curves of the hood, and you'll notice subtle texturing around the bumper that gives it a refined, almost artisanal feel. There's a lot of heritage here, but it's been reimagined with restraint and care. Move along to the side, and the retro theme continues, but again with thoughtful updates. The signature corrugated door panels are back not just for looks, but also to improve rigidity without adding weight, just like the original. However, now they're executed in lightweight composite materials that make the car stronger and more sustainable. The wheel arches are more defined, housing slightly flared 16-inch alloy wheels designed to resemble the classic steel ones, but in a much more modern form. The compact proportions remain, but the stance is a bit wider, giving it a more planted, confident road presence. You'll also notice flush door handles and a subtle body line that runs from the front fender to the rear taillights, adding a dynamic touch to what was once a utilitarian design. That the rear, Citroën has kept things delightfully simple. The tailgate still opens barn door style, and while the taillights are fully LED, they're housed in a casing that pays homage to the old-school lenses. There's no aggressive diffuser or oversized branding, just clean lines, a small 2CV badge, and a thoughtful use of retro-inspired touches like the exposed rivets and contrasting black bumper. The overall effect is nostalgic, yet entirely contemporary. Stepping inside, the cabin is where you truly see Citroën's genius. The interior blends minimalism with warmth. The dashboard is dominated by a single horizontal panel that houses a digital instrument cluster and a floating touchscreen infotainment unit. But don't expect flashy graphics or dozens of apps. The idea here is usability and simplicity. Controls are tactile and logically arranged. You've got chunky switches, rotary dials for climate control, and even a pull cord for the horn, echoing the original's quirky layout. Materials are eco-conscious but inviting, recycled textiles, soft touch plastics, and a hint of exposed metal that gives it a rugged, almost industrial charm. The seats are perhaps one of the biggest. Nods to the original, their hammock style, but redesigned for modern comfort and support. Lightweight but comfortable, they're perfect for the laid-back driving style this car encourages. Space is surprisingly good for such a small car. You've got ample headroom, decent legroom, and a boot that's more practical than you might expect. A deal for city trips or light weekend getaways. Under the hood, the 2025 2CV takes a bold step away from tradition. It's fully electric. Citroën has equipped it with a compact 35 kilowatt-hours battery pack that powers a single front-mounted motor delivering around 90 horsepower. Now that may not sound like much. Consider the weight. This car tips the scales at just under 1,000 kilograms. That translates into Pepe acceleration, ideal for urban commuting. The 0 to 60 miles per hour time is just under 11 seconds. But it's the instant torque and nimbleness that make it such a joy to drive in the city. Top speed is capped at 85 miles per hour, which is more than enough for its intended use. Range: around 180 miles on a full charge. Again, not groundbreaking, but perfectly suited for daily driving with a focus on efficiency over excess. Ride quality is where this car surprises you most. Citroën has brought back its renowned comfort DNA. The suspension system, while not as complex as their famous hydrotomatic setups, is soft and floaty in the best way possible. It soaks up bumps and rough roads with grace, giving you that classic magic carpet feeling in a car that costs less than most smartphones over 2 years. Speaking of which, let's talk about pricing. Citroën has done something truly commendable. The base version of the 202 2CV starts at just under €22,000 in Europe. That includes essential features like the digital dash, LED lighting, and the full electric drivetrain. There are higher trims with extras like heated seats, a sunroof, and premium materials, but even the top-spec model remains under €28,000. It's priced to be accessible, just like the original was back in 1948. And in a world where EVs are often out of reach for the average buyer, this car is a breath of fresh, affordable air. So, what do we make of the 2025 Citroën 2CV? It's not trying to be the fastest or the most luxurious. It's not loaded with self-driving features or massive screens. What it offers instead is character, charm, and an experience. It's a car that makes you slow down, enjoy the ride, and smile a little more. For urban dwellers, first-time EV buyers, or anyone looking for a second car with personality and purpose, this could be a perfect fit. If you're coming from a world of high-tech SUVs and soulless sedans, this might feel like a throwback. But if you appreciate the art of simplicity done right, the 2CV might just steal your heart. Again. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more unique car content, and drop a comment below. Would you consider the 2CV as your next city car? Or do you think Citroën should have left the legend alone? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay curious, drive happy, and as always, keep it rolling.